Hi, babies. This is your weekly tarot forecast for the week of July 6th through July 11th. First, we're going to take a look at just like the general overview for the energies around the week, and then we're going to look at your love life, and then we're going to look at your monies. So, starting the week off for the general energies around your week this week, we've got a lot there. We're just going to take those first two that fell out. We've got the Page of Pentacles. So there's like this moment where you are learning through, like, you could actually be attaining like some sort of degree or in a training program, but you're like learning on this, like, through life experience. Like, I want to say like on the streets, but like you're out on the streets and you're just whatever lessons are available for you, you're picking up on them this week. And it has to do with the way that you love or your emotions. Or you could be meeting somebody, definitely, like when you're out in the world. But the energies this week is that there's like a lot of room for you to grow your heart, to grow just like your experiences. All right, so let's see what else we've got for the general energies around your week. We've got the Page of Swords and the Strength card. So could have to do with a Leo or the Sun. But again, this is your second page. So this means that this week there's a big lesson for you. There's a big lesson for you in how you communicate, in how you love, in who you interact with, and like what you're allowing in your life, what makes sense, and how you're letting go, not letting go necessarily, but like how you're having boundaries with people and you're learning some lessons in that sense. Let's get some more cards on like just the general energies around your week. And then we're going to look at your love life and we're going to look at your money. Hi, Avery. What's up? We've also got Judgment. So there's definitely like I said, what you're willing to put up with this week and like what boundaries you're willing to have. You're learning a lot about that. And you're doing it in a sweet way, though. And or maybe somebody is helping you do this in a sweet way. But you're definitely like making some good decisions, I would say. But it might be, there's a saying in English called trial by fire. And so trial by fire sometimes means like learning or like being thrown into the frying pan or something to learn your lesson. But there's a lot of growth there. So I like this for the beginning for your week. Let's take a look at your love life, the energies around your love life for the week. Skull G2G, you sent me helicopters. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate the helicopters. And Jesus, hi, welcome to the reading. And Ace Hades' daughter, hi, welcome to the reading, everybody. Let's take a look at your love life. I don't know what YW means. Inform me. For your love life for the week, we've got the Ten of Wands. So if things have felt difficult, then you have a moment to put them down this week. There's also this possibility that things are kind of coming to a head. Like if there has been some difficulty, it's all finally wrapping up. That could be having to do with like, I don't know. Let's get some more cards before I say much more in terms of your love life. Skull, maybe after the reading we'll play whack-a-mole. And back end 2155, what's up? I like your name. We've also got the Hanged Man. Yeah, so with the Hanged Man and the Ten of Wands, there's this moment where you're finally going to stop. We are entering Mercury retrograde soon, so there's this moment where you're going to reflect on whatever difficulties have been happening with your love life. And let's get more cards in terms of what we've got. We got the Moon. Either having to do, we just had a full moon, but having to do with like, if you are a person that does spirituality and you are doing things under the moon, spells, having to do with your love life, I want to warn you that that is not going to make it easier. That is going to get you stuck in a difficult moment. With that said, for everybody else, Under the moon, there's a lot of energy for you to reflect and for you to try and make sense of just whatever happened and move on from it finally and let it go and grow. You could also be meeting a Cancer or a water sign because you had that King of Cups before. So that is like water sign energy, and the moon is associated with all the water signs. We've also got the Fool, so there's a new beginning. So with this, with you like finishing up and like kind of just thinking through, maybe even reflecting with Mercury retrograde, maybe you are up at night thinking about like just this past thing that leads you to the new thing. And I think the new thing is really gonna, it's like gonna be because of how you grew, because of that like whatever happened. Let's see if you're gonna be meeting anybody, because we had that King of Cups. So let's see if you're gonna be meeting anybody this week for your love life. The Ace of Cups. I definitely think there's a possibility. But again, you have to be like out in the world interacting with them somehow. You have to be reaching out and trying to find the person. But there's a lot of energy for your love life this week for something to start. And if you've already met the person, then or if you're already with the person, then there's an energy for things to like start new or take it to a new level or a new aspect of your relationship. This is really good for your love life, but you do start the week with a moment of needing to reflect on the past and like, you know, take the less. That's the Hanged Man. And it's not focusing, but that's the Hanged Man. And so the Hanged Man is about looking back at the past and letting it inform us to grow in the future. Okay, so let's just get like a couple more about your love life, like your overview, your love life. We've got the Queen of Cups. You had the King of Cups earlier. I'm trying to get it to focus. You had the King of Cups earlier in the other deck, in your overview. So I do really think, no matter what your gender is, like, there's this opportunity, because this is like a royal couple, the King and the Queen of Cups. So there's this opportunity this week. There's the energies for you to have your heart open and meet somebody and like interact, and for it could even be somebody that's like your person for a long while. It doesn't have to be like a fling. It could be, if that's what you're looking for. All right, so let's take a look at your money now for the week of July. July 6th through July 11th. For your money, we've got the Sun. Cute. So we had the Moon earlier in your love life. So with the Sun and your money, there's going to be, let's see what other opportunities are coming this week. But like, this is a really good way to start your reading. You had Strength earlier. Both of these cards have to do with Leo. And so you might have Leo in your sign, or it might have to do with Leo season, which is not far from now. We've got the Queen of Coins. You had the Queen of Cups earlier, you had the King of Cups earlier, now you have the Queen of Coins under your money reading. The Queen of Pentacles. So this means there's like, the sun is shining on the ways that you are working and the ways that you are creating. If you are trying, I know we're talking about money right now, but if you have the ability to create a person in whatever way you're giving or receiving, just know that there's like a lot of energy for that to happen, like for the creation of a human, another human. But besides that, like if you're starting a, whoa, my plant just fell. If you're starting a business, if you are, just put that there. If you're starting a business, if you are trying to get a promotion, if you're applying for a job, all of those things, there's good energy for it right now. To put your devotion into like your resume, rewrite your resume. You've got the Two of Cups. I know we're talking about money, but you have had the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and now the Two of Cups. So I just want to point out that It could even be just in business that you meet like a business partner, but you might meet somebody at work or a way that you make money that you are interested in. That's definitely a possibility. Let's pull some more cards on like your money for the week. We've got the Knight of Cups. A lot of cup energy here, my friends. So this is telling me that like you're softening up, or the energies around the week are asking you to soften up. They're asking you to be like aligned with your heart, to do the things that make you happy. That's how you're gonna make money this week. When you're opening up those roads to feeling passionate, feeling happy about how you like get up every day and make your coin, then you're gonna be really successful. You have all this like sun energy and the Queen of Wands. We've also got the Two of Wands. Definitely, the Two of Wands to me is a portal card. The Two of Wands to me indicates that you are like ready to change, ready to shift, or the universe is ready to shift for you. So keep your eyes open this week for opportunities. There are opportunities coming in. An opportunity maybe from a Leo or somebody that you know or you feel connected with, or if you have connections, use them. If you're trying to get a job or if you're trying to like make money, use your connections. There's nothing wrong with that. If you can make a call, or if somebody can make a call for you, do that. There's money for you there. Let's keep going on in terms of what else the cards want you to know about your money this week. We got the Ace of Swords. So this is why I'm saying, like, use your connections. You have to be decisive. The Ace of Swords is about just reaching out and getting it, especially with your communication when you're using your thought to create something. You had this Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is about creation. So we're talking about your money right now, and the cards are literally saying there is a portal for you to walk through, but you have to reach out and do something. But there's a lot of good energy for your money this week. A lot of good energy. Okay, so let's get some final messages now that we've talked about your money and general overview. We're gonna get some final messages from the universe. And if you're just getting on the live, this will be available when it's over, and you can watch your money, info about your money and your love life. All right, but we're gonna get some general cards for the week. We're gonna take this one. The King of Pentacles. This is what I'm talking about. You had this Queen of Pentacles. So, like, the cards don't want to stop talking about your money. The cards want you to know, like, go get that bag. Like, get that shit right now. That's what the cards are saying. Like, stop waiting. You have to believe in yourself. If you're not believing in what you're capable of, you also have the Death card and the Justice card fall out. Don't worry about this death card. Don't, like, because people often think, like, and if you look at this deck, I think this is the Pacific Northwest deck. This is a mushroom for death, which is telling us that, like, death isn't, like, something scary. Death is about regeneration. So in terms of your money, this is saying you might need to go back to other ways that you've made money, or people who have helped you make money. Could even be like you've signed contracts in the past with them, or you worked with them in some official way, or they helped you. Maybe a Libra, Justice is the Libra card, or Scorpio, Death is Scorpio card. But the cards are asking you right now to, in terms of your money, to rely on the things you already know, you already have. You don't have to like reinvent the wheel to make money in this moment. You already know what to do. You already have it in you. So let's get some more. I'm sorry, I don't mean to yell at you. Let's get some more general overview cards before we finish up for your week. We've got another Two of Cups. This is our second Two of Cups in the reading. My friends, I really feel like you had the Two of Cups. You had the Fool when we talked about your love life. You've had the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups. You've had so many cup cards this reading. I'm just gonna slow things down and say that, like, the universe, if you're looking for love right now, the universe is trying to hand it to you. The universe is like giving you opportunities somewhere, somehow, to give you love. If you're not looking for love right now, that's cool. but the universe is asking you to find things that you do love within yourself. That's self-love, or it could be like how you work, hobbies. But the universe is saying like more love is available for you. It is in abundance. So whether that be romantic love or just love for what you do, maybe maybe that's what all the money cards are about. The money cards are about like, yes, go find something you love to do that will make you happy, and that's that. All right, my friends, if you are still watching the reading, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hug the subscribe button or the like button, and I will be back with another live reading tomorrow. See you later.